Hello everyone, welcome to News Extra. We're talking about the after-school arts program at the West Nebraska Arts Center in downtown Scottsbluff. And I have program manager Stephanie Coley with me today to talk about that. Thank you very much for joining us.
Thank you for having me.
The program's been around for quite a while and has been available to students. This year we've got a September start for this, and it's separated out primarily by grades. Explain how that works.
Well, we have on Mondays with Larry Delgado, our 1st through 3rd, and then Tuesdays is with Rod Klaus, and he's 4th through 6th.
Okay. Let's talk a little bit about Larry's background in the instruction that he's going to be doing with the 1st through the 3rd graders. What's his background? What types of things will the kids learn in that age bracket?
Well, he was the instructor last year. He has a lot of experience with the young ones, and what they'll be learning is a lot of the beginning, like what colors go with which colors, like the color wheel, a little bit of color theory, but not the hard stuff.
Sure.
Just really simple. And we use the Nebraska State Standard, so it'll be very general along with that.
Yeah, and of course he has experience here locally, having taught at Lincoln Elementary as well as the Arts Center, and private lessons in his own studio.
Yeah.
So people are going to be pretty knowledgeable if they've been dealing with arts, especially with kids of that age. Larry's probably been involved in one way or another with what they've been involved in. Now the 4th through the 6th graders are going to be with Rod Klaus. Explain what they're going to be working on.
Well, of course, it's going to be a little bit harder, but not too extravagant. He is really great with ceramics. In fact, he has a show right now. It's Fire and Water, and some of his ceramics are on display. But the kids will get a chance to throw some pots as well as learn other artistic talents, such as painting, and also more in depth with color theory and techniques that they can use to broaden their artistic awareness.
Okay. Now there is a deadline for kids to get signed up. I would assume there's a certain number of spots that are open.
Yeah, we have 14 spots available for each class, and right now, well, the spots aren't taken, so please enter. And our deadline is September 6th. So, and we do have scholarships available, so always try to get that scholarship.
And if they're interested, obviously they can get a hold of you at the Arts Center.
Yeah.
And of course that phone number is 632-2226.
Yeah.
Stephanie is the new program manager, having taken over for Maria Lena Medina, who left, it was about 5 months ago when you took over full time. And we'll be back in a moment on News Extra and talk with Stephanie about that. And we're back on News Extra, and I'm talking with Stephanie Coley, the program manager for the West Nebraska Arts Center here in Scottsbluff. Again, thank you very much for joining us today.
Thank you.
You took over as the program manager from Maria Lena Medina about 5 months ago when she departed.
Yeah.
How have things been going since then?
I think they've been doing all right. The hardest thing for me is just remembering everything. It's just a lot to do. Never bored, but I do love going to work every day. It's always exciting.
You had mentioned, or actually both of you had mentioned when I talked with you a couple of months ahead of her departure, that it's very much a juggling act with having different projects and different things in different stages of completion, all going on at one time. Now, what things have you learned? What has been surprises necessarily?
Things I've learned. Well, sticky notes are great.
Yes, they are.
And even though you think you're gonna remember it, you probably won't.
Hence the reason for sticky notes.
Yeah. So I don't know. It's still a learning process.
Of course.
Just because I've never dealt with anything like this before.
Sure.
And it's just fun, and working with Michelle. I'm really enjoying learning about the community members that West Nebraska Arts works with. And we had that big conference. The Nebraska Arts Council came down, and they're great people.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, they're fun. And I just love learning how we can all change the art together. That's exciting for me. So,
that's excellent. That's very excellent. So of course, we're here talking about the after-school arts program, which is going to be starting up here September 9th for the first class for the first through the third graders, and then fourth through sixth starts up on the 10th. There is a registration deadline, which is coming up very shortly on the 6th.
Yes.
Now, let's talk a little bit about the cost involved for the students that are taking part.
Okay, it's a 7-month program, but if you pay in full for the whole year, then you get 1 month free. And if you're a member, and it's only $25 to become a West Nebraska Arts Center member, it's only $40 a month, but for non-members it's $50 a month. And we also have a siblings rate, which is $35 for members, and for non-members it's $45.
Okay, and of course, as you mentioned earlier, there are scholarships that are available.
Yes.
For those who may or may not be members, but want to defray a little bit of the cost. How do they get involved with the scholarships and/or registration?
Well, we do have this form to fill out on our website, www.thewnac.com, and that will just shoot right over to me, and I'll be able to put you in and everything. And we do require you pay for your first month, and that can also include your membership, which also includes all the other amenities that come with membership, including include discounts,
Yes.
discounts for members in the gift shop and artwork in the gallery. And we also give you promotional stuff like our upcoming events and discounts on our fundraisers.
And of course, membership levels start at $25.
Yeah.
They are available to go up from there.
Yeah.
For those who may be more inclined to be able to support the arts a little more vigorously than others. And of course, I would assume that with higher membership levels give you more perks. Perhaps getting involved in helping the determined directions of the board or of some of the shows perhaps that come in, and having some input, I would think.
Yeah, you definitely get a higher discount on your artwork and gift shop items.
So if you have kids or no kids who are looking for an after-school program that has a direction in the arts, the West Nebraska Arts Center has that for you. The after-school arts program starting up on the 9th of September for grades 1 through 3 and the 10th of September for grades 4 through 6. The registration deadline is coming up on the 6th of September, and of course there are scholarships available to help defray those costs. Stephanie, thank you very much for joining us on News Extra today.
Thank you.